Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Stallions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the North Texas Mean Green offense takes the field and they'll try to put together the first drive of the game. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
On the set. Easy.
Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Ready?
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Big man has it. It's a first down and roll. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Snags it inside the 3. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Ready up.
North Texas really has it going on offense.
Slam. High.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long.
Easy. Ready.
Just keep slinging it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Trying to bully their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job.
lead. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Stallions offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's...
And the pressure gets there. Down he goes at the 18.
Success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're going to swing it on second down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Motion from the back. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short on the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Stallions will... He'll field the punt and look for room. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got it. Once he found the open space, the big play will start playing.
He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, kicked it in gear, and got the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bullock. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This offense starts deep in a hole. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it.
It's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with the lone back. And nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out. The empty hands on the safety.
Well, the defense can smell blood in the water in that situation. Did a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running into the open space. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field.
42
After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Takes the handoff. It's Kendricks. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. He's now got 78 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start.
Jackrabbit.
Off the play fake on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme into play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Stallions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? Didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head. Yo, you got lost. You've got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We reach the break, and North Texas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. In the middle, it's close. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down.
Let's go.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks it up. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficient plays.
Kickoff This offense will take the field again.
Set, ready.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
That's caught. It's McGowan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Stallions line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run, going downfield for the big play. It's going to
so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job out of him.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
coming out with it, it's Bullock. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the Stallions in a good spot here with second and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen, but the defense has been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Stallions decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. They may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
North Texas comes to the line on third and short.
Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football on the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up for it.
North Texas has it. With another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. That is exactly what they got.
Second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together back up and starting at their own 13. They'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Stallions will punt this one away. Now on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day. He's showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half?
He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do it.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead.
Ready, set. Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider.
Right back to it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. Boom! Got it in the middle. It's crossed. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
Easy.
Leaves it with the back. That's 20. He's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a touchdown. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Down. Ready.
They're going to go right back to it on first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to get them a first and goal. The offense threatening. Goes to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big. Ball security. That has got to be at a premium right now for this young man.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. The ball is moving. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Set.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, you got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. Touchdown, Mean Green. Great job on the back on the option.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Fires to the big fella.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Stallions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And he finally breaks when they give him one. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Okay, ready?
North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal.
Pound 55 wing.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense. Now you're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hand.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Dropping back, it's Grimes. And they grab it in the end zone. It's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So
He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still on it. And they're going to score again.
this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And down he goes back at the 3.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Pocket breaking down. It
this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. The old coaching cliche goes, I don't know, every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. It definitely made...